Hi, my name is Robert E. Lee Stewart. I'm a disabled combat veteran, 100% total and permanent. I fought in Vietnam, Cambodia in 1970 and 71. I was in the excursion that went into Cambodia to find the caches. I was seriously wounded on June 4th, 1970, and I'm actually 170% disabled from combat. I made a promise to God when I was over the fence in the dark, and you're scared to death, 120 pounds, soaking wet 19-year-old, that if you just let me survive this, I'll fight for those who cannot fight, I'll run for those who cannot walk, and I'll scream for those who cannot talk to your last dying breath. And I've been doing exactly that since 1972, and I step up for everybody and make sure they're taken care of. As the president of the State Association of Veteran Service Commissioners in Lucas County, 3 years president, and went through every chair of the state, became the president of the State Association of Veteran Service Commissioners in 2007. Under my watch, I helped form the Department of Veterans Affairs in the state of Ohio, from an office to a cabinet position within 4 weeks. And I told the governor he won't take a penny, nickel, or a dime from a widow or from a veteran under my watch, and I've been doing exactly that every day. Answer the phone constantly if people needing help. How do I get this help? And it seems like they got one foot in a banana peel, one in the grave, and they finally call you, and you got to do something and get in the system ahead of time. You don't want to wait till the last minute, because then it's too late. You're dealing with the government. It takes a long time. So I dedicated my life to that promise I made to God to take care of the widow, the orphan, the veteran, and actually anybody that needs help. I step up when other people won't. See, a veteran, what people don't understand, a real veteran in combat, they know the true value of life and death. And so we make sure we take care of it. We're done taking lives. We're trying to save lives and help people any way we can. I think the active service and the veterans themselves need, I just did a commercial recently with Mike Ashcroft here in Lucas County about putting your DD Form 214 in the recorder's office, because through divorces, floods, fires, whatever it is, you lose that paperwork. Now, if you get something going wrong and you need to apply for a disability, apply for medical benefits, any kind of benefit, or even buy a house, you're going to need that DD Form 214. And if you don't have that ready at hand, it may take you 6-8 months to get it. And then by then, you might not be around, or you might be so sick and you're overwhelmed. So now, while you're healthy, is the time to get that stuff in place. It costs you nothing to put in, nothing to get it back. And I think people ought to recognize that it's 1% of our nation's population serves this nation. Those people, they seem like they got to fight for everything. They shouldn't have to be fighting. The people should be recognizing that and making sure they're taken care of, and go out of your way to help people. Because you know, every combat vet, they're the first guys to step up when you need help, because they know that true value of life and death. My wife is an alumni from the University of Toledo. I was actually the keynote speaker there when Vernon R. Clark, Chief of All Naval Operations, was there, received an honorary doctorate degree some years back. I presented the very first check of $5,000 to the University of Toledo Bill of Memorial for those who just but served this nation, who was going to school there. And I was just going through the internet, and I happened to see an advertisement for rocket restoration. It says put in for a free roof, and I know my roof was almost 40 years old at the time. And this is the 3rd year I put in for it. Never did I ever dream. I was just on a whim. I said, well, I want to see, maybe I'll get lucky, and put in for it. Well, they called me and said, we chose you to put that on. I was blessed by God again, because he blessed me the first time by surviving what I survived in combat. I think it's not by accident that we help people, and they're the kind of people that want to step up and help their own brothers and sisters, and I commend them for that, because there's very few people that even care, except family and friends. Well, the company's very professional, and they come up there to the word, and they said, we're going to fix whatever's wrong, we're going to look at it and change the wood, whatever's going bad, we're going to fix it, make sure it's done and done right, and they clean up after themselves, they make sure everything's done properly, and you know, they're very helpful, very personal, and you talk to them, and you know, I help them any way I can. I got a few things they could use, so I let them borrow them, help them out, but make things easier. Oh, highly recommend rocket restoration. I mean, they're down-to-earth, family-type people, and they take care of the people, and they care.